Thank you for coming back to another episode of Cobra TV. As you guys know, I have a website, www.cobratvgnn.com, and I do allow authors to write on there to, self-promote themselves and to contribute amazing stories to the website. And people are writing all kinds of different stories about different games, and I just added a new author who goes by the name Gamer First. And he wrote a very short article, but it was very powerful and resounded very well within the No Man's Sky community and got 319 views on the website and got rated very well. And it was written very well, and I was very proud of this new author. I wanted to share that with you so that maybe you guys can come by the website and tell him just how you feel about the article that he wrote. It starts off by saying No Man's Sky, NMS, was announced by Hello Games in 2013. It has been described as a space exploration and survival game of enormous proportions. In terms of size, a galaxy in the game is similar in size to a real-life galaxy. It consists of billions of stars and their corresponding planets in their star systems. Now, No Man's Sky is an actual universe with multiple galaxies, so think about that, guys. Think about that. We all start off in the same galaxy together, and then we just spread out and go who knows where. The player starts the game on the rim of a galaxy, and the goal, if you choose to, is to reach the center. No Man's Sky gives the player complete freedom on how to accomplish this, but many commenters have asked what does the player actually do in the game. Starting with just a basic ship, the player can travel to planets, explore, fight, gather resources, trade, earn money, and purchase a better ship that will enable him or her to make further progress. By repeating these actions, the player will eventually reach the center of the galaxy. Despite this explanation, many people still ask, but what do you do in No Man's Sky? In a game where you can explore billions and billions of planets, mine resources, discover new life forms, trade, defend yourself from alien races, fight pirates, or become a pirate yourself, a more appropriate question should be, what can you not do in No Man's Sky? And that is just perfect. I agree with that so much. He goes on to say, the reason so many people have difficulty understanding No Man's Sky is due to its original freeform game design. Although the game's individual gameplay mechanics are used by countless other titles, No Man's Sky takes the bold step not to restrict player choice. The player can select to perform or ignore many actions and still succeed. In fact, the player can even select the order in which any of the chosen tasks will be performed, as well as decide on which planets and star systems that these actions will be undertaken. It's really simple. In No Man's Sky, the player has unprecedented choice, and this seems to be causing the confusion. In other games, the player is given strict guidelines that effectively limit choice by instructing the player to go from point A to point B to perform action X before returning to point A again. This is the typical outline of a mission or task, but in No Man's Sky, the player decides what point A is, point B, and action X. This is the core difference between No Man's Sky and most other games. The player defines his or her own story by deciding the starting point, end point, and task to accomplish at every stage. This is a world of endless possibilities. This should be straightforward to understand, but in most other games, the player expects to be told exactly what to do at every step. This removes choice and ultimately makes games less rewarding for the player. Although it is simple to explain what the player does in No Man's Sky, it's hard for some people to comprehend it just because their brains have not been used to think this way. In this respect, No Man's Sky is rather unconventional and breaks the rules of how a game should be structured. This is the reason that no major publisher would commission a game like No Man's Sky. It had to be an independent studio that was willing to take the risk and create a game that ignores best practices and delivers true innovation and passion. Passion was my part. That is an amazing article, like I said, written by author Gamer First. And I tell you what, I feel blessed to have that person writing on my website. This article was one of the best articles that I've seen out there, and it's sitting on my website. So guys, come on over, tell them how you feel. There's a comment section. You can comment anonymously, or you could use your Google Plus account to comment. It doesn't matter how you do it, but this guy would really appreciate it. Beautiful article. Let me know what you guys would like to see on the show pre-E3. There's a lot of new people coming in, learning about No Man's Sky, and there's so many facts that they don't know, and I don't know if I should release another everything we know about No Man's Sky, or if I should just re-upload it. I don't know what to do on that situation. So comment down below what you think I should do for some of these new people, and what you would like to see on the show pre-E3, during E3, and post-E3. As always, I do love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I'm still collecting fan art, No Man's Sky fan art. A lot of people send in Cobra TV fan art, and if I get enough, I usually put them on an episode, and I haven't done that for a while because a lot of people just aren't putting any fan art on my Facebook or in my emails. There's some, but it's not enough I don't have enough for a whole section. So if you've got some No Man's Sky fan art, add me on Facebook, send it to me through message, or go into the About Me and get my email and just email it to me. Until next time.